But the midweek, though, that's why I was trying to bring up Anthony Wilson. Because I ended that shit off very disrespectful to you. What happened was I got you excited for a question of the night that you made. Because sometimes you get into these ideas of question of the nights. And you're like, oh, this is going to be great for the community to talk about this. I can't wait. And yeah, I made you read it. I'm gonna make you read it again, but this time I will not be ending the show off because of Double Toasted, because we're the last thing on the fucking agenda tonight. We're gonna be going.
We're the last thing of the week, Nick. Like when the week ends, it's Midnight Chat Attack. It's over.
Yeah.
Like fuck me, right? Let me read this question down for you. But it says, which profession do you believe hires the dumbest people around? So, and like I said, because you was like pretty much just asking me why you asked this question, because I know all of us collectively always come on here and talk shit about retail and like just how grueling it is and how fucked up it is. But I actually want to talk about some other job positions that you guys have worked, or maybe you guys heard experience from, that you just believe that that they just hire the dumbest people imaginable. And you know what? I actually go first. I would say AT&T customer service. I really believe that they hire the dumbest fucking people. Like they walk this fine line between dumb and almost just pretty much just like nonchalant, like I guess like not caring. I'm trying to find another vocabulary word for just like pretty much like really don't give a shit. Like incompetent is also one of those words that you can use too, but they just like, it's just like, you work at AT&T, so you should understand the basic qualifications of working here and understand phones. Just phones, like pretty much just understand how to activate a fucking cell phone. Like it's not that hard. And like YouTube videos can pretty much tell you how to explain that shit better than they fucking can. But I really if I had to choose, I would have to say AT&T customer service. Fuck AT&T customer service.
No, the one thing is, I'm looking in the chat right now too, and the chat's saying shit like, it's Hollywood. Hollywood is dumb as fucks. But do you consider that a fucking job as an employee?
Technically speaking, yeah.
I mean, hey, it's everything in Hollywood's a job. So yeah, I would say they do. Like definitely execs who have like, or are just so disconnected from anything creatively. Sometimes, like some things at Warner Brothers for a long time, they were just doing some really stupid stuff. Like people at Fox, like they just don't know. They don't really care about making a good product all the time. They just think about money. But it's like when that gets in the way, sometimes your product is just no one wants to see it.
Sometimes I think about like, what if they just get these ridiculous, like impossible fucking deadlines, and they're like, you know what? Fuck you then. Like, we're just gonna put this shit out there, and then you're gonna see that your movie didn't make a bunch of money, and then we'll fucking get paid already because you had to pay us to do all the work. And fuck you guys. I mean, I think that's probably what it is.
That also happens too. Like, they just get a deadline. They're like, well, we can't we can't take the time we need to make it actually work. So fuck it, let's just release whatever we got.
Yeah.
Especially when it comes to Hollywood, it's very different. Like, it's like generation of people taking over studios. Yeah. It's not really the creative people that are ahead of these studios or these multi-million-dollar industries. It's usually the son or the grandson of somebody that started the studio back in the 1920s. And that kind of just makes it very hard for people to change their ways. That's why in Hollywood you see like everyone seems to follow the same trends, and they trying to chase the same thing because they're not really innovators anymore. They're more of just trying to keep the money afloat.
But the thing is, though, with Clint Tallis, he said that he'd say, to have any job that doesn't require you to actively think or put any forth effort into, I don't know, fuck a sense. He's basically saying, like, if you have a job where you just physically do shit and you don't have to put mental effort into anything, then you're going to be stupid because it's just Groundhog Day over and over again. Like, for me, telemarketing was such a stupid fucking job. Like, just sitting there and just saying the same thing, and you write a script to fucking, like, say to people, you get into this mode where, like, your whole day is just the same thing every 2 minutes. And you can't help but come out losing brain cells, dude. It's fucking, like, mental torture. It's unbelievable. And I honestly, too, and I don't want to insult anybody who is a hard worker, but construction work, I feel like if you're doing construction work, you have to be kind of stupid because you did something to land yourself a job where you're outside all fucking day making things because you can't do nothing else. I feel like that's the case. You guys can hate on me if you feel
not
like
really.
I disagree.
Simply on the benefits and the payment they get, like they are most of the highest paid workers in America now.
Yeah, that's a lot of people go there just because it pays a lot or it's part of the family business.
Like you would not have your house if it wasn't for construction workers.
Like, we're not
No,
saying
sure.
every construction worker is a PhD student, but we're not saying every hillbilly is a construction
Oh,
worker.
don't get me started on contract workers.
I know, like, because I know I see a lot of people in the chat too. They was like, "Yeah, I actually had good experiences with AT&T. I guess I got bad luck, folks. I don't know." But also another one too is people that work at GameStop too.
Oh man, you took my fucking.
Yeah.
Oh,
You know what?
I'm
I'll
on
let you take
GameStop, man.
It's one of those things because like there always used to be a GameStop right beside my house, and I love games, so I'd often just walk in if I had some time to kill. And you work at this, you kind of walk in the same place, and you just see the dumbest fucking people. They don't know the product that they sell. They don't know the store that they're fucking in. They don't even like. Sometimes you walk up to them and you ask them a question about shit that you know where it is, but you just don't know how much it costs, and they're like, "We don't have it." And it's like, I know you fucking have this in your system. I've checked it. I just need a fucking price confirmation.
Alan,
And they
It's
don't know
for
how
the
to do
sake
that.
of my time. We don't have it.
Hey, I have to say, like, have you ever been tried to give it? And you know what? I can't really blame them because this is more of the fault of the game industry rather than them. But actually, when somebody actually tried to sell me a game of a season pass that didn't have a season fucking pass, and I was just like, no,
And
motherfucker.
GameStop, by the way, too, because I could be wrong. Maybe I'm just profiling. But Clean Towels in the house. I know you worked at some kind of technology fucking sales thing or
No,
whatever.
didn't you clean computers or something like that? Because I
Yeah.
remember him telling stories.
I worked at Geek Squad for 6 years.
And it has the same like initials too, like GameStop, Geek Squad, like.
Oh, Geek Squad?
Probably 10 years ago when I started, so
We cleaned so many jizz out of keyboards.
Oh, is that what thing? Did that happen?
Please don't answer that question.
I wouldn't say that, but you'd be surprised at how much gay porn that like old people have.
Oh my god. Oh.
Somehow worse.
For real?
Animal. Wait, hold on, Allie. Hold on. Gay people are great. All right.
They deserve their good
But
porn.
he's like gay porn in old people's
Yeah,
computers.
old people. That's what got me.
Yeah, that was like,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like middle-aged dudes that come in with their computer and have like a fuckload of gay porn. It's crazy.
God, dude, imagine that. Though, like, oh yeah. put
There's
it
something
in
wrong with my
there.
computer. I don't know what it is.
And they look you dead serious in the face. That's not mine. My stuff
Dude,
must have got
I-
That was
Don't
my
seriously
friend.
do that.
Yeah.
I would love to see the face of an old man getting off with that. He's like, oh, yeah, you
No,
young
you-
man. Like,
What the fuck?
like that has to be the funniest thing. Like, just all tired and shit. Like,
So, hold on. You want to
No,
watch
no,
an older
no.
man get off?
he gets his teeth, puts in the fucking glass.
Yeah,
like,
Ganja,
oh,
we
back
heard the
to
same fucking thing.
business.
What the fuck?
Well, it is Nick. He's kind of. Yeah.
But to go on to a lighter subject, though, because I know I said a lot of fucked up shit, so this definitely is not going to get anyone to be upset or anything. This woman.
Those eyes are fucking.
I see what you mean by that.
Jesus Christ.
That's wow.
You know what they did, man? They just propped her up and took a photo, and she got shot. By the way, everyone I'm gonna post that photo in the fucking chat so everyone can just meme the hell out of it.
She's staring into your soul.
when Max forgets to take out the trash.
Oh. Is that is she
like
looking
that
at life in prison? God damn.
oh man, I like that transition now. Like you said, he was like, apparently he's like, I said a lot of fucked up shit. Nobody's gonna get upset. Apparently she already is though.
She was like,
That
you've been on
is
this topic
absurd.
for way too long.
That bitch is staring right into my soul.
If you move around,
She's staring right to everyone else's soul.
dude, I swear to God, if you move around, she's always looking.
You ever walk into a haunted house and you got those paintings where their eyes follow you?
Man, this is some Disney shit.
If you ever tell her, hey, you see what I mean? Yeah, I do see what you mean.
Boo.
So,
like, what did
Oh, South Florida woman, my hometown.
No,
Let's
Florida.
start-
That's what you had to
so, Nick, what did this lovely young lady do?
Oh, it's Florida? No shot.
first off, she saw my dick.
It's so small.
Oh, come on.
Oh,
And that's the last time I sent you a picture, Ganja. No,
Oh.
but
I liked
see,
it though. You put a little hat on. It was fun.
Oh, fuck you. So, West Palm Beach. Fuck.
Anyway, we found her. Hey, we found her rap name.
Bum bitch.
No.
The worst part is me and my friends have said that about people from West Palm.
Fucking damn it. God, fucked up, man. Man, I'll get through this shit. God damn it.
Will you?
I don't know, man. But no, apparently she was accused of drunk driving with the 3-year-old child unbuckled in the back seat, and then she realized it, and her eyes popped out of her fucking head.
She was watching Nick play Sonic Mania.
I already made the joke. It's in the chat.
But you didn't say on the
Holy
show.
shit, you don't got your seatbelt on.
Driving under influence, that is an understatement.
Oh my god, dude, that bitch was influenced as fuck.
That bitch was so high she was above the influence.
I just love it. I like how
She was way above.
no, the journalism of this fucking thing, though, dude. This dude is so like under control. He's just like Brandy Lerma, 31, of Boynton Beach, was arrested Saturday.
31.
Yeah, she's 31. She don't look like it. That bitch looks fucking old as shit.
It's like she's 52.
Oh man.
Turns out that woman is 30. No.
With that fucking
Don't
lady,
do
though.
drugs, kids.
No, man, but apparently she was stopped while driving south on Haverhill Road when she scared the pedestrians with her big
With
fucking
her eyes.
But it's just crazy. Like, I mean, there's really not a whole lot here. It's just, you know, she was drunk. But, like, I'm just kind of like, damn, like, what the fuck was she on, dude? Like, that's amazing. Like, I know she wasn't that shocked that she was getting arrested. Like,
God damn, that was fast, Alan.
West Palm bitch, the driver out.
Man, I swear to God, if she was Cuban, I'll make a joke that they said she was going back to Cuba.
You'll make that joke anyway.
I just did, just secretly.
You know that look that Luigi gives you in Mario Kart? That's everything.
Oh,
Allie!
God damn.
Oh, whoa! What
No,
the
no, no.
fuck?
That's Allie when she got sausage in her.
God, his face, what the fuck? You were shocked as shit when you saw that shit.
Dude, she looks like one of those toys that you squeeze and the eyes pop out.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, where did you get that for? Allie's pissed.
Oh my god.
Goddamn, put sausage in my damn pancakes.
Dang it.